All right, hello everybody. We are setting up here for hole number 9. And you see kind of how I have my bag. Make sure for sure that you have your longest rough iron, longest sand wedge on this hole foremost. There is a layup shot here. I'm not really going to go over it. It's going to be very hard to execute. The second shot. I'm going to kind of use the theory that just kind of pound it down there, and if you can get it down there long enough, it's going to be easier, even if you're not in the fairway, because you're not going to have to go into, crazy topspin wood. Kind of the closer you get it up there, the more likely you are to get the eagle and not have anything go wrong foremost. So that's going to kind of be the theory that I use for this hole. And let's see if we can't get this one started. So I do believe, if I remember, that this is pointed kind of towards 2 o'clock, which makes, this hook shot that I'm about to do a little complicated, for sure, no doubt. You really only need 2 fairway bounces, though. That's kind of the key that I'm going to be using is, and I've done this over kind of a lot of tours, as long as you hit those 2, that first fairway hop, that second fairway hop, you're in pretty good shape. So that's what we're going to try to focus to do here, is do that and get those 2 fairway hops, hopefully, and give herself that that chance to get it down there close enough to easily get the eagle every time. So let's see what we're looking at. There's a 15 wind, and I do believe that should be able to execute this. I'm going to do it with just mostly topspin, as you can see, the way that I'm setting up. I'm looking off the left of my bullseye, and I'm just kind of visualizing up, 15 rings from that point, the left of the bullseye. And that's going to be kind of my starting point. I'm just going to kind of aim over here, about 2.5 bullseyes from that, 1.5 targets that I'm actually moving. And there you see, there's the first bounce. I did not get the second bounce again. So a little bit of correction needs to be done in the future. As you can see that it's not quite landing where I need it to be. There's 2 ways I can look at this. I can either land it to the left of where I just did and spin it through that rough, and it does work. I've done it. So I can land it a little bit more left and use some side spin. Getting it to the right is going to be a little bit more complicated. If I hit it to the right in the fairway, there's absolutely no chance that I'm going to hold the fairway with that much of a side wind. So it's more about getting that second bounce and being just, for example, 15 yards farther than where I am right now, more than anything. And here you're going to see I'm not going to be able to get very aggressive with this shot. I'm just going to kind of aim up through here, even with some left spin, just to kind of counter that wind a bit. I'm not going to be able, like I said, I'm not going to be able to get aggressive on this at all. It's just going to be more about, because this is such a side wind, and 10, 12 rings over here, somewhere in that effect. And there you're seeing a great ball. And like I said, that's the reason. Here you see it landing relatively centered, and see that's kind of the reason that I'm spinning it the way that I am, just to kind of get it into the bulk of the green here, making sure that I keep it in the fairway. And I have to go at least 12 rings there to make that happen on a, this is definitely a replay. But here you can see kind of what this guy is up against with the layup shot. First off, he shouldn't have put Guardian on. That was probably an accident. But you can see kind of what you need to tackle on this hole if you do go for the layup shot is first off, landing it on the fairway is going to be the first challenge, and then second, actually threading it up there consistently every time without rolling it into the rough is going to be the next challenge for the layup shot. So you know, it's going to complicate things a little bit. In my opinion, you just kind of want to take the safe route and just you know, get it up there, do the consistent thing, and hopefully, you know, put together a good number by not, you know, forfeiting any shots on these par fives would be ideal. And you can see, you know, me taking the approach that I do, no matter what, a sand wedge will, as long as you execute the sand wedge shot, hit the fairway. And you can see what I did with my spin. It was just more so than anything just to kind of counter those wind effects, since it's so left to right there, that I'm just kind of countering the effects, getting it into the green, and just kind of funneling it, forfeiting the albatross, because in Masters, albatross on that hole is going to be a very big challenge. I am going to review the shot that I just did for the drive and try to make the necessary corrections to make it not land in the bunker on the second hop, whether that means landing to the left of the bunker or to the right of the bunker. Not sure that it really matters. But there you have it. You know, so round. I think if anything, you know, you can learn something from a couple of the shots that I did right, but there was a couple that I feel I left out there. Real close chances that I had. Didn't quite drop, especially hole 8. That's a big one. But same with that, I took, you know, hole 3 right over the lip of the cup as well. So that would have couple good shots that you want to try to, you know, take advantage of. 2, 3, 8. Those are ones that you want to really be honing in on as, you know, aggressive type shots, to where you can really play for the hole out. So good luck with your guys around. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you guys out there.